Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mellow Monday. It's been so long since I've last given this a shot that many of you might not even know what it is. Essentially, I just take this Monday, a day of stress from the typical work and school week, to relax us into the rest of the week. Take all that stress and try to dissipate it with some pretty chill games. Now, I don't always stay chill, because some of these games get pretty dramatic and I get a little too into the story. But hopefully I'll be at least mellow enough to keep it true to its name. So without further ado, I forgot to shit. Yeah. I forgot to set my. Ready? I sure hope so. Ah, there's that familiar tone. Goodbye, Miss Bartender. It has been so long since I've played this. I have forgotten all of the things, unfortunately. Oh, Anna, I gotta remember to look into that. I'm hoping that we are at least fairly close to an end, though. I know it's kind of sad in its own way. I've played this game for so long and I remember so little. So many people's lives changed and drunkard. I should have played this on. I didn't even play this on Christmas. Shame. Oh, but I did a different Mellow Monday. That was the last Mellow Monday, wasn't it? The memories keep flooding back. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. I guess I don't need anything. Oh, anything on the augmented eye? Update 2, Lilum receiving mysterious messages. Update 2 by Lana Smithy. The messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilith? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago, when the Lilum advancement was at its historic height. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. Spooky. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? By Lana Smithy. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you, the King of West, Kanji, is that Kanye? From Western nations of Kanye-vania has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all who look like the hottest girls around. But is this a show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Isn't that a sentence? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever, just do what they want. They don't give a shit. Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. They're all pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you can just make them from scratch to match your every needs? More as we investigate. I'm pretty sure that Kanye-vania went through demilitarization before. Yoru Yori is the best show this season by Lana Smithy. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or slice of life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere Yuri, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. The pals at the popular Danger Q forum seem to be divided. However, this is such an obvious pandering. Remember when the anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm going to marry Shinatsu. Wake Me Up Inside. You can catch YY every Friday on RSTV. Wanna watch it? Anime is for nerds. That doesn't answer the question, Jill. Anyway. I think that's it. Nothing new, really. So let's get to work. Good evening. Jill, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Gil are in your uniforms too. Saves the, street race going on outside. Saves on assets. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm still surprised that you didn't break the dress code. Didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with. You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Ah, Halma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to wait. Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up. That's become a reflex. Wait, Alma also came in her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her? Ripped sweaters get for a free pass. Dana is a woman after my own heart. Don't tell her that, or she might hurt me. Let's see. Ah, is that Yuri? Oh, Yuri. Is that right? Okay. Ripped sweaters get a free pass. Why? Dots. Silly question. Never mind. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks like just a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside it, press a button, and watch it as it warms the food up, just like a microwave. It's an infomercial bauble, though. Really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move and we'll be out of the food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh. So you've brought infomercial stuff too? Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts. Well... Dynamic intrigue! Finally, at least somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? Oh, Dorothy. Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything, she just found it funny. You're taking her side now? Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. We're not. I'll go check on the microwave wires thingy. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Back. Oh. Huh, hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See? That's how you greet people. You shut it. Dots. I'll go help, I'll go help Sweater Pups. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here, so we can start. Yo. Enchirage? Alma. I don't know what I said. How's the food doing? I know what I said. It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wires things before. It's either warm nicely but slowly, or burn that bitch. So, how long? 50 minutes or so. A bell will ring when the time comes. We need to kill some of that time. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids. I'm in. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun. As long as the mutts stay away from me. That'll make the time pass faster. I'll you'll play. That's. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're getting straight into the game. Alright then, rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. We go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill. Yes. You start. Pick someone. Oh, let's see. Any requests from the audience? Didn't be here to the previous team? Didn't think you'd do another? Ah, yeah. I didn't think so either, but it's been a while since I've done a Mellow Monday, and Valhalla has been calling for me. Plus, it gives me a chance to put on a soothing voice. But you didn't miss much last stream. But while you're here, Jonah, we want to put a vote in on who I should truth and or dare. We have Dorothy, the prostibot, our boss Dana, who is a hottie bobody with the one arm, Gil, the mysterious, possibly deadly coworker, Alma, the rib-sweatered, busty blonde babe that just can't seem to get a man, and Dog. Any of those appeal to you, my good Joe man? Alright, can we pick ourselves? Oh, we can't pick ourselves. Which is a shame. I'd like Jill to talk some sweet truth to Jill. But Jonah, you should always be ready for a curve stream, because curve streams happen whether you like it or not. Typically, when you don't. Oh, we're playing Truth or Dare, Jonah. We got choices to pick. We got to pick one of these 5. We got Dorothy here, who is she's a prostitute. No two ways about it. No shame. She does a good job. She also does it in a lowly body. For those who are into that, we've got the boss Dana. We've got Gil, the coworker. We've got Alma, the best friend, and Dog. So Jonah, who do you want to dare and or truth? Dog? A fine choice if I ever did hear one. Okay then, Dog. Yes. I dare you to go out and stay there. Oh, that's... Oh. Oh, that's so mean. That's... And that's one problem with... Oh. Jill, how could you? That's... Well, why don't you continue the Dog's place, Dorothy? Oh, it makes sense. She's a cat person, but still, it's too cruel. Too cruel. Jill has knocked down a few of the best girl points in my book. All right, I dare you, Dana, to pick up Honey and carry her like a bride. All right. Wait, what? Come here, Jill. Get up. Dots. You're welcome. Oh, shut up. Okay then, Jill. Yes? Truth or dare? Dare? Oh, we don't even get to pick? Huh, it's a jip. I want you to say, Yes. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? It's a tongue twister. Say it. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Faster. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a cream? How can a clam cram in a cream? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? You make it seem so easy. Oh, see, I'm better with the Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. I'm not great at it, but how can a clam? Damn. How can a clam in a clean? How can a cram? Oops. Wait. Will get confused by tongue twisters? Boss? Yes? You can drop me now. Oh, right. I wonder how long until the food is done. Okay, we have another option. Unfortunately, dog here. Oh, can we pick dog? I'm gonna. Oh, we can't pick dog a second time. I can't dare him to come back. Excuse me. Where? You can do that? How'd you do that, Jonah? How'd you put the hand there? That's amazing. I love it. With channel points? Oh shit, you can do that? Okay, that's good to know. I need to spend some channel points. Okay, you have any preferences between these four? Should I give you the rundown again, or should you want to pick it? Or if you don't care, I can pick for us. I know who's in my thoughts. The first one? Over here? Come on, do it. Dorothy? Yes, I picked Air. Okay, I want you to put your leg behind your head. Just that? Alright. So, the extra flexible joints weren't just for a bluff. I never bluff. I'm pretty sure I heard something rip though. Okay then, Dana. I picked it. Oh, we're leaving poor Alma and Gil out in the cold. I dare you to stare Honey straight in the eyes for 10 whole seconds. Sure. Dots. Dots. Please stop. 7 seconds. Dots. And done. Okay then. Gil, finally. Gillian, yes? Truth? Or truth? Truth? Have you ever heard of the Unicorn Gang? Ah, yeah, the person that got me to Glitch City is part of it, actually. Damn it, that makes me backtrack a bit. Huh? Okay then. Hey Jill, okay, I'll go with there. Can you spin your twin tails? I guess so. Then please. Dots. You're just spinning yourself in a chair. And the twin tails with me. Clever. That's not what I had in mind. Then be more specific next time. Your turn, Jill. Hold on, I'm dizzy. I'm getting hungry. Okay, I'm gonna go. Alma's been left out this far, so I gotta give her some love. Alma, truth or dare? Dare. Then I dare you to call Gil by his real name. Gillian? So, you can actually do it. Of course I can, but messing with Dilbert is more fun. Dots. Well then, Dorothy, truth or dare? I'll pick truth. Do you have any dreams you'd want to eventually fulfill? Well, this might sound silly, but I want to work with kids. Oh? I have a friend that works in an orphanage. I help her from time to time. And I find it so much fun to work with kids. I can't explain why. If I had to pick another job or think of something I'd want to eventually try, it would be it. Teacher, nurse, pediatrician, something like that. She's like Sasha then? I don't know who that is, but maybe. That wasn't an answer I expected. Me neither. What are you implying? Okay. Hey, John, pick. Dare. I dare you to say something nice about all of us playing. Well, you are a pretty cheerful girl, Dorothy. Of course I am. Chief, well, I pretty much owe you for everything for giving me my life any semblance of order. Of course you do. Alma, you can be a really caring person. Can be. And Jill, you're a pretty smart girl. I wonder if that's true. So, is nobody going to say anything nice about him in return? What is there to say? He is one of the nicest, most responsible guys I've met. The kind that gets you talking through an expression of sincere interest. Aww. The kind of guy that will go to the extra mile even when asked not to. You could always say that more frequently, you know. Aw. A bell? Food's ready. Finally. Let's go. You guys go ahead, I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Ooh, talkie bits. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Well, that Sasha, the star. You retired from the industry and became a storyteller, as far as I know. I'm not familiar. I don't know a lot about the famous people. I like to stay in my little bubble of ignorance when I can. It was fun, I guess. Hey. Hello. A bit late for that hello, don't you think? Want one? You know I don't smoke. True. Are you leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday, but I just got the message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Speaking of a ruckus, how have you been doing? Does the surname Grey ring a bell? Sasha Grey? Isn't that from the 50 Shades of Grey? I'm afraid not. I mean, Grey certainly rings a bell as a name, but nope. I'm sure if I look her up, I'll remember her, but I'm honestly terrible with, like, celebrity stuff. All things has helped. Keep on all for a while. Sigh. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Oh, she was a porn star. No, then I don't know porn stars. But hey, with your recommendation, I might change that. You don't think you've ever watched her? Sure, you say that now. That's good. I'm glad she, I hope she's doing okay, whatever she's doing. Ask Katyusha or any of the old literature maidens, those whose spouse went to war type. What? I mean, even if you had no contact. Oh, right, because my mind kind of split that. Maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to war, I guess. Well, although the circumstances make me not want to, I've got to go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance to spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Dots, yeah, he's right. Hey, Jill's back. She's pretty famous, huh? Oh, it's the moon. Yeah, celebrities I don't really know a lot about, and porn actresses doubly so. I only like my girls 2D. Also, this is getting pretty ominous. Chapter 3 Dulce. I think it's Dulce. Is it Dulce or Dulce? I was going to say Dulce. Rent is due on the oh my god, that's a lot of months. Please make sure you have $10,000 so you'll be evicted. Jill wants to see if the Alex doll's beard actually grows. Buying it will prevent her from getting too distracted. Very nice day. Oh, how much money? Oh my god. Oof. I don't think we're gonna make it, especially because I'm gonna buy me this fucking doll. Oh, it's Y2K. Did I know this? I've been meaning to play this game, but I've heard not great things about this game, so. Let's see. It wasn't that much, I guess. I swear though, if we miss it by $400, I'm gonna be kicking myself. Alright, let's check us. Oh, so much to read. Danger U. Alright. Model Warrior returns to DV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV, so useless. Julian is old and busted. I heard you talking shit about my waifu like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show is rather tame. Fake. As far as I know? Okay. I'm going to marry Julian. Oh man, I remember watching the show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. You will never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. Why keep trying? Never seen the show before. Is it any good or just a meme? It's a meme show, there's nothing outstanding. What about the sequels? Are those going to be broadcast as well? The sequels are shit. Oh, and that closed the thread. Okay. Let's see. Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I've been a huge fan of GSF recently. It's a really solid product IMO. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep. He's going to face Yusuke at the Dome show. Ugh, why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66, because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the women's championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good, just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 6'6" was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. Thread close. Monster Girlfriend Chirari. I can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, dat fucking music. Is this a goat? No. Do you like goat girls? Heh. I'm going to marry a goat. Same. It's an alright game, out of 10 at most. Shit game? No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's a little bit of meta for you, because this game is technically a waifu game. Chock full of them. Look at this one. Isn't she adorable? She's even got a slut shirt. And all this beer. And a cat. And a picture of the boss. She's the best, honestly. Her rudeness to dogs notwithstanding. Are you rated by normies? Normies. Fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Now we have the news to get to. Glitch City Olympics return next year. By Lana Smithy. For the 10th consecutive year, the GC Olympics returns to an emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome. This time with a representative from the elusive country of Kanyevania. Prime Minister Quincy, who is in charge of the committee, told Augmented Eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of their best competitors come to the country. Kanyevania's main religion, Kanyeism, prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said country had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it will do the trick. You won't believe what happens in this cartoon, by Lana Smithy. Cartoons are not for children. They are still largely colorful, but the themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It's come to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now. But enter Touch a Fluffy Tale, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid, deep plots. Just fun with numbers and fluffy tales. That said, TFT producer who asked to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats from making a cartoon for actual kids. The bastard. Street race at Motor City. Street race at the Motor City district leaves 2 dead by Lon Smithy. The Motor City district is notorious for its number of illegal street races it sees each week, and the dozens of injured drivers it leaves every year. This time it has been reported that 2 people died during the race hosted at a gate highways, otherwise known as Death Lane. The Transit Police currently investigate the deaths as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regard to who is running this underworld, but nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of the Transit Police Department, Jay Esposito, told the Augmented Eye, the death of these 2 youngsters will be the last. Will be the last, however, that's I feel like usually the line is, that won't be the last because, you know, shit's gonna keep happening because people are continue to be, asshats. Let's go to work and make some bread. Yeah, the children's cartoon one's pretty nice. Although I myself like, even if it's like all bright and fluffy, I like to be a little bit of depth to it just so it's something worth revisiting, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with having just a bright and colorful show just to be bright and colorful. Unless it's like eye bleeding bright. There are stuff like that. What was that show? It was like the Super Finders or something. It's a really weird show on Cartoon Network that just was garish and nauseating. Yawn. Evening. Hey Jill, Gil's in the back sorting an ingredient shipment, and I've got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. What? Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order. Pet me. No. Pet me. No. I'm in charge, and I want you to pet me. That's... Anyways, fine. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hi, Jay. I won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't. Will. You called? Hey, he said Will, not Gil. Ah. Dots. Who the hell is Will? Nobody. Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will. Do you need me to psych you up so then? Shut up. Who, me or Will? Ah, I love it. Ugh. You go back to whatever you were doing, alright? And you, stand by. Only if you pet me. Go. Dots. The fuck just happened? Oh no. Virgilio. Well, aren't we spirited today? Welcome to Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know? So it's all an act then? Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. It's a Bleeding Jane. Okay. Typically, he comes in with some kind of bombastic, poetic way to describe a drink that doesn't really make any sense, but Bleeding Jane I can do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what we got? All blended. Okay, I think it sits. Wait for. Yeah. Hey, we did it. A Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So, tired of putting on an act? Care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The Pompous Buffoon Act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Safer. There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird? You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there. And everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. If you want to hide something on a stage, paint it red. Eh? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding a certain crowds of people. Yes, my behaviors might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma. Well, congrats, no offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. You completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Spicy. Let's see, we got Bling J and Bloom Light. Let's get on a Mars Blast, I think. You think, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. You almost had me there. And blended. Excellent. Here. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. That's neutral stance is actually a weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with a passion. Do you like it? Lots, not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey bartender, call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior, and thank you at that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was rude to you last time you came, okay. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else had violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be, and might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities and sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you. Did you say something? Just rambling, pay me no mind. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alleyway. Again. Again? In my time here, I've heard avoided people and ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built this bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression of runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, you know. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because the salesman is more active predator? I don't know. A troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm some sort of criminal? Like I said, you're not helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? Oh, on it. Being so forward. I like it. Sunshine Cloud, that seems nice. And we'll, spice it up a wee bit on the rocks and blended. Perfection. Here. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day? What about her? She's scared? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer? No, that's not it. It's like the bandage girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Answers usually come when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I'll leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. Guts. And here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. Anything I can get you? Gut punch. Okay. Gut. He seems like he needs to take a bit of an edge off, so we'll give him that. We'll age it up and we'll mix it just fine. Here you go. Oh, you got it right. So, what's up now? A bit of a holiday blues, you could say. So, you celebrate Merry Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You look more like a Festivus kind of guy. Oh my god. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. And you know, cheapskate. If you have something to say it. I'll refrain. Although now that I think about it, holiday blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just the season. A season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. Holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. But then came the Turbo Male guy. What? He started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. Turbo Male? That can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master, and his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And of course, that's part of the everyone sings about. Yeah, Santa became Nega Santa, thanks to the Redmond family. Nega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, renamed the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. So you're telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male. Yep. Dots. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No, I don't. Do you know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like those jerks who only eat nuke and think they're better than everyone else? I see. Anything else I can get you? Give me a fringe weaver, will you? Sure. Let's give him a fringe weaver. Name would be better. Fringe weaver. Got one and a whopping 9 ketamine, all aged and mixed. Here you go. Right, thanks. So any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that? There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of the White Knight stopped, so there's that. Really? Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, the madness follows the attack on the banks seem to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cameras, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there, it's become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Say plans on testifying. Does anyone even know if Say went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey bartender, you okay? Sorry, I got distracted. There's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there. Like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength. Or that the writer of the last drain in the world is actually living here as a brain in a jar. But those are the kind of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold the last piece of info you need, but you'll also hear crap like that. I see. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, bartender. Please come again. Okay then, no wait. She's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking a break? Let me know if someone comes in. Ah. Save. It's now safe to keep playing. Things are pretty quiet outside. Keep it running. Jill. Ah, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss. You seem to be in a good mood. I've got some money on Meg Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay? 1 beer for Miss Kim. Oh, it's who knew beer was so complicated? All mixed. Here we go. Here you go. Thanks. So, how have you been doing? Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out, my appetite is coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I had achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life. So nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartender training in January too. Huh? Really? Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounds like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action. A bit of advice, don't go for the BCC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service, with a cut in the pay and tips. I was gonna go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute. How do you back down a bit? Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment, and instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one. I thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England, they have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer those promises. Oh. Realty Nua is a bit weird as far as its companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time, they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones. You seem to know a lot about it. Nah, I've just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side, you must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a sugar rush, okay then. Sugar rush. That's 1 and 2. And we got 1, and that's a lot of sugar, so let's cut it down with a little bit of booze. And mix it up, and hey, look at that. Here you go. Yay! Actually, Jill, I came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. I was shocked, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention, you helped me cool down, and your boss saved me. And I don't know, I felt like I had to tell you all that before the year ended. Much appreciated, thanks. But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now, thanks a lot. Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. It was always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act was what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool don't mean the same, but nah, I don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh. Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting up an act? And more importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright. Type? No. Bubbly isn't a flavor. Let's go with cobalt. 1, 2, 3. On the rocks and mixed. Cobalt filament. Here. Thanks. Hey Jill, I'm gonna need some ice. Ah, boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I mean, bubbly water has a different flavor, but I don't think bubbles is the... I don't know. Maybe. I would put it as a type of drink over a flavor. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what came over me. I just felt like everyone was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice please. Right. Are you alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple of people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to the therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me, but you intervened and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Saying that you're fine is more than enough for me. Sniff. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So, a couple of weeks ago, I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her in midair. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely? That voice. Hey Joe, long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. Dots. I was planning to visit you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Dots. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Dots. Dots. Julian Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down, don't fall for her taunts. How does she know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Julian Natalie Stingray, or did you legally remove the Natalie? Never mind that, she's reading my thoughts. Yeah, I mean, they're kinda written on the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. We're getting meta. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that the world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. Just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in the scenario. You acknowledged me. Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money, and I had to put up for those drinks. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Ah, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short? At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt? Nuts. Why? Just why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats, after all. It's uncannily right, not all that wrong. And they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I must not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Classic. Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer thoughts. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter. Sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what whatever. No mistakes. Oh, 3,000? We are getting towards that rent money real fast. Whew. We gotta buy stuff or she'll get distracted. She'll just watch Night of the ID Snatchers. Buying a poster of it will prevent her from getting distracted. I don't see how that will prevent it, but my capitalist instincts tell me I must purchase. Movie poster. Night of the ID. Perfect. Oh, it's only $2.50. That's not bad. Return. Alright, let's check the news. Oh, more stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, is this new? Whatever. It's fine. Yori. New season. It's finally here. I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, based God. All boards report in. What are the boards, you idiot? Nice, more stupid moblobs. YY gets a new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up. Get a job, you stupid neat. Oh God, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa. Sit comfy on the couch. Put on my favorite mega Christmas sweater. See snow falling outside. Turn on the heater. Get my blanket. Watch glorious YY and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. Have work tomorrow. Enjoy the Urus for me. Danger you. Let's check the news. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protest? Isn't she a game developer? She's many things. By Lana Smithy. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. The leader, commonly known on the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they use protesters as a shield, and we had no option but to surrender, Love told AE during the phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. Parliament discusses anime influence by Lana Smithy. During an unusual meeting held at the Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth, trash, a representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market, Yamake, a producer, told Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. Taylor the Brain, tired of name change requests. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Solar Anima Project. One of the highlights from the interview that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline. Taylor told the AA team, "I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be part of the joke. My life is worth more than that." Taylor is currently looking at their chances of becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral seasons. Taylor. I hope Taylor's doing okay. I guess we go to work. Did we get that thing? Is that the poster? I don't know what the poster is. Let's go to work. Tuesday, December 27th. Good evening. Hey Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean, never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. No, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back, see? So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, that kid from the other day, Gaby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gaby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so, it feels weird to ask this of you, after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while. To do what you're doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. People need to slow down on the streets, my god. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you. Gaby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always the smart one. Dots. The 31st was written in a different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when we'd be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea, now that I think about it. Dots. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gaby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes, and fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. Dots. And I don't want Gaby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gaby is in the right to hate me. I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that end. Jill, you idiot! You're thinking backwards. Didn't Alara say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say that Armitage, that you hated feeling like that? Dots. Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with the girl's sister, but now you've had a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one do you pick? Yeah, you're right. I hate feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss. Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyway, let's start the day. And Sam's 4. Time to mix drinks and change lives. That's... Seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred such a feeling in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? Dots. Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Dots. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Dots. Happy holidays. Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Dots. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You looked so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Let's get her that cobalt velvet. Lickety split. 1, a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. And we just stuff the rest with ketamine. And we need it on the rocks and mixed. Here you go. Thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted to drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot with Say was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Say is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. She needs to get a bit in her mindset. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure, even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. She hates being called special or different. But boy oh boy was she different then, my god. Dots. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, a total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look across her face and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Cold and sweet, I think I've heard of that one before. Oh, what? Cold isn't a flavor too? Bubbly, but no cold? Blue Fairy? Oh, it needs to be on ice, right? Sweet, Moonblast. On the rocks and blended, perfect. Then on the rocks and blended. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asked for, you know. Now that you mention it. You know, back when Say reappeared, it seems that she came here first. Oh yeah, she told me that. Glad she found a familiar face even after all the chaos. Did she tell you we had a talk at the back of the bar? You did? Well, it's nothing that important, but she was devastated, you know? She was afraid, tired. It hit me quite hard, not only after seeing her covered in bandages, but also after seeing her so cheerful before. I guess I should be thanking you then. You what? When I met her, she told me you calmed her down quite a bit. I did? I'm guessing with all that was going on, the desire to not worry me weighed her on her. It has happened before. So it's good that there was someone else for her to share her stress with. Thanks. Sure. I don't think I did anything noteworthy, but sure. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? Huh? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is a comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel they're people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel a warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. Oh, it's my base, eh? I hope you get better soon, girl. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they'll either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 for me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that, right. Let's get a couple of beers going then. We'll put a 1 and a 1, 2, and a 1, and a 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's that? It's mixed. Good, and we gotta do it again. And served. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they're still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but no, they still like but Mom worked overtime that night. I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paws inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah. We'll all have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure. It's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses. Ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy, okay? Type. Get classy. There's nothing classier than a bad touch among friends. All on the rocks and mixed. Something classy. Yep, and this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow she got it into her head that being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa that made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation? Well, the story says that Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as the manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. That girl was delusional as the kid. Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she was worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something? Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried. But I won't go back to those days. Just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much, told her as much. Hey, can you get me something bubbly? Sure. Yeah, my favorite flavor. Bubbles. She likes beer. Let's give her some frothy water. Just to mix things up. I don't want to give her too much of the same thing, you know? You know, all aged and mixed. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Dots. Hey Jill, wanna know how Stella got her eye? Huh? I feel you shouldn't tell me that. She told you my story. Means she likes you enough. It's fine. Remember when I told you one white knight saved me from another? Well, it's about the other one. Apparently he was running away after doing something. Don't know. We were at the park and he held us hostage. At one point, they tried to approach and he just... Dots. Dots. Dots? He gouged out Stella's eye. Whew. Dots. I tried to stop him, but he just went and kicked me. I still remember that kick. I could feel my ribs breaking. There's pain in places I didn't know could feel pain. From time to time, I still relive that day. The kick in my torso, Stella screams. It's chilling. I briefly regained consciousness after the kick when I felt like I was being lifted. The white knight that attacked us was on the floor, not moving. I was on another white knight's shoulder. He took his helmet off and put it on an anguished Stella. I passed out, and when I came to, I was in the hospital. Apparently the gift ruptured a couple of organs and I was put on emergency care. I woke up because Stella was punching my leg, telling me to wake up. Damn. Just... damn. What made you bring this up? I bring this up because that guy that was here last time I came, I think he's the one that saved us. No fucking way. Virgilio? Really? I mean, they were kids, so... You know, I think an adult kicking a kid, especially if they're white knights, they might be augmented or have some kind of like metal boots. Still, that's some fucked up shit. That's what made you think of that? Sure, more pounds and years, but I'm pretty sure it's him. There's something about his face I just can't dismiss. I'd like to see him again. Do you know how? Do you know the Steampunk Museum? Ask for Virgilio. I can't. Virgilio there. Gotcha. Well, I'm done for the day. Thanks, Jill. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Jill. Gil, sure. Whew, yeah. I'd take a break too after hearing that. That's awful. Excuse me. It's now safe to keep playing. Oh no. That's so sad, Jonah. But such is life. We can't all stay subscribed forever, so just enjoy what you had. Don't regret what you miss. Or something like that. I wonder, oh, I should have read that. Can I go back? I wonder if, oh, I flew left before. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm, dots. Dorothy? Dots. You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Dots. Ah, honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. What's wrong? The usual. What's wrong with her, though? What is her usual? I want to say it's the piano woman. The piano woman? I want to say I'm gonna Google it just because it's been too long. Like, it's cheating, I suppose, but it's cheating for a good cause. Yep, the piano woman. Hey, look at me. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we got the 1 and the 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Also, there we go. Double check, double check, double check, double check. Okay, and it's all aged and mixed. Here. This is nice. Nice. Nice? Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey, how do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? Deep thoughts with the Prosty Thought. Prosty Bot, I mean. As those pondering brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. Guts. So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts? What? Solipsism. The theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See, that's another thing right there, that word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, and ipsi means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that lots of people just randomly decided to make noise? And decided, hey, let's make this noise mean this. It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down. It's just a semantic You're just gonna confuse her, and by the her, I mean I don't know how to read that. Satiation? Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure this counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on. Just making sure. That's... I should make her a drink at the very least. I'll have something... At least I'll have something to throw at her. Let's get her another piano woman, I guess. Right? Right? Maybe I'll get a different... I'm just gonna Google that again. Yeah, I did not cheating at all, not just, you know, checking my phone for other reasons. Yep, just reading these texts. Oh, how I am reading these texts. Look at all these texts. I am reading. I don't know. Let's say it doesn't matter. Let's get her a sunshine, a fluffy dream. That sounds nice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and let's just, yeah, just a splash of vodka. We got it all aged and mixed. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing you out on your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. how much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my head. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in this body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? Eh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone else's imagination, or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's human. Dots. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months ago, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arms to feel something. But the panic attacks gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Drain in the World, one of my favorites. At one point, I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care for less of them because they were fake. Why not think of reality as like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself at the least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then. That's... Phew. Why'd you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. Oh, she's adorable. And it burns. It itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana's... Oh, I've been here before. Hey, it's that dude. It's Kira. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of these characters I think are references to people. I'm pretty sure, like, there was an Alex doll, from a game called Y2. I think I already mentioned that. But also that guy with the question mark on his head, Vitiligo, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's Jim Sterling. Something about him seems very Jim Sterling-esque. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Dots. Dots? Hey, honey? The big package had a big wiener inside. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know. I don't how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it up? Honey. Seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Stop. Maybe you could prepare some right now. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? I Seriously, Jill? She's still making the jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. Huh? He might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. Look at that anime smile. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. Sunshine... Oh, name would be better. We got a 1 and a 2. And a 1, 2. And a 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and a little bit extra for Akira. And we want on the rocks and blended. Because he's such a manly man. Here you go. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy, why'd you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What? What way? Little? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking a woman, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me. Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. Dots. That made me happy and, I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, Honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it, don't worry. Like guys, it's very clear. Calm down, dude. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all of my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true that what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Dots. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also some semi-legal league going around there. Semi-legal? I mean, I have heterosexual friends, but I'm not, okay? I like men. I like dudes. I like a good Y chromosome. It's what I do. It's what I like me a wiener. I like to get me that pangus. Alright, semi-illegal. The authorities acknowledge that there's a race going on. They don't know what's going on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christian Love? Miss Love? Of course, everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but the truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one to get beaten up to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Menacingly. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'm a piano man. Cause I like men. Hey, none of that. No. I want the piano man, not the man. Okay. Okay, Mario. Whatever you say. Let's get it for you. 1, 2, 3, and all this powdered delta. What's that? Oof. And so much that I did the piano man. It's no woo in sight. All right, we get that on the rocks, and then we mix it up real nice. And look at that. See, look at that's hetero. I mean, not hetero. It's homo. This homoerotic beverage from men. Here. Yeah, this is nice. Hey, you two an item? Okay. That. What are you trying to say with that laughter, Gil? No, we're not. What's wrong with you? You work with this hunk of man, and you don't feel the least bit tempted? How can you be so calm with his smell so Mario, calm down. Calm, Mario. Mario. Oh my god. I think this guy thinks he's watching too much porn. It's too much porn without, but it doesn't got any women. It's just the men. Anyway, ever heard of the expression, his past is a fucking weight I don't want to carry? Because his past is a fucking weight I don't want to carry. If he even has a past at all, I'm having doubts like, no, I get it. Gillian's, it's a treat. He's a hunk. He's a nice catch. He's got the aesthetic and a decent personality. God. Oh no. Can't you just imagine his package pushing onto your face? How can you stand to be in the same room as a man without getting absolutely roided up with hormonal lust? Just hearing his voice makes me rip through my jeans. Because he's a man. Because fast, even if it's fast at all, I'm having doubts. Even he has. Are you implying he's not good game? Oh, don't misunderstand. Gil is good game. He's not bad looking. He's a gentleman. He's always attentive, but he's also distant and will take many steps back when you feel like he's getting close to somebody. You don't have to marry him. Just push. God damn it, Mario! Calm down. Woo. Life on the motor city tracks is a wild one to be sure. Not interested. You annoying. Fuck off, Mario. Mario, I don't think Jill likes men. Maybe she. I don't remember. She definitely has a penchant for the ladies, but you know, just calm down. I'm out. Jesus Christ. Fuck off, Mario. Don't come back. Please don't, Mario. You're gonna fool that shit on me. I like you, kid, but you gotta grow up. Gil, you heartbreaking fuckboy. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have a sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey. They brought you a package. Ah, yes. My curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? 1 second. And we're back to our regularly scheduled ASMR. That's a new one. Hey, have some pocket money. I'm out of excuses. Look at that. Halfway there. We're going to make it. We're going to survive. Alright, what is this? Okay. Yeah, we got the rent. Jill wonders if Maneki Nekos actually bring luck. Buy one to prevent her from getting too distracted. Well, we can't have that. Let's get us a Neko. That's an expensive Neko, lady. Your taste is going to ruin you. Have a very nice day. Let's check on the news. What's up here? Ooh. The bar called Valhalla. Oh, we're on the news. So I'm full of myself? You are. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is neat just like me, but anyway. Place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I can tell, cause I like men. I see. Oh, I see. You already had a conversation with her? Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can't smoke there? Is there a bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Alright, let's see. Oh, Y2K, the final remaster leads? Oh no. So, just a little bit of meta is Y2K. It's from a company that or a team that I'm very interested in because they made another game called Brothers or Two Brothers, which is not Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It's a completely different game. It's broken and it's a little cursed trivia. When I tried to make I think Let's Play. I don't know if it was when I was doing streams or Let's Plays way back when, but that was one of the games I tried and it is such a mess. But it's so interesting. And I want it to be good, but then I heard they were going to make a remaster, but now I've heard about this game by the same developers, and I hear it's terrible. But it's in, like, it apparently has a lot of references in this company's games, because they're friends or something, and I want to play it. So I'm trying to keep spoilers out, but oh, I'm worried. Yeah, Y2K, this is a real game. It's called Y2K Postmodern RPG if you're interested in checking it out. But yeah, from what I've heard, not great things. I don't know any specifics though, because I'm trying to go in blind when I eventually play it, but we'll see. I might make, if it's mellow, I might make that the next Monday after the next game after I finish this. The newest remaster of 2016. I assume it was supposed to release in 2016, when I think it released either this year or last year. Postmodern RPG opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remastered. Full chart including lifetime sales. Y2K The Final Remaster 3.5 million new. Doesn't matter. Water Progressling G. Dang it, Ron. They did it. I gotta text that to my sister. She loves her some dang it Ron Pauls. Like legit, that's what she calls it, just because she loves saying it so much. Alright. We're good? Okay. One marries anime pillow. One marries anime pillow, nobody's actually surprised by Lon Smithy. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different. Oh, she texted back. Yeah. I gotta remember how to spell this game's name. Bartender action. Drink mixing. What's it called? Visual novel. There we go. Alright. It's just a plain generic anime hug pillow game. But who's the anime? We have to judge them if it is best waifu or not. Wanna marry me? Can't marry your own son. Aww. Aww. Oh, you're adorable. First, space colony plans to develop its own art. Oh no. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during the private stream, "This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so that they can have more control over the population." Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. Amazing. Alright, let's get to work. Good evening. Jill. I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the Wait, Kurt? Kurt, what? What happened? Why am I waiting? What did I mess up? What happened? What's going on? What am I waiting for? I used to... well, enjoy the bathroom. Oh, okay. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Jonaleco, for demanding a commercial break. So we'll leave the screen here as I figure out how to. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I run a break real quick. And just like that, we're back. Thank you, Jenna, for the mandatory break. I hope your bathroom time served you well. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dew? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greeting. Oh, well. Hello, goodbye. Anyway, let's start. Yep. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? Oh, on Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosions, noises throughout the night. But as far as I understood, those were made by the flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting, so it didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back. Twice. All blended. Let's make double sure. 6, 1, 4, and 2. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. Well, see ya. I can fight dirty. I like his style. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It'd be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there's better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seemed to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right. Oh shit, did Jamie find a drinking buddy? Who's also a man? Okay. Suplex, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hell, let's make it a biggin'. Here you go. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Yeah, man, look at these men. These very manly men being all man-like. How can you stand so close to these men without just absorbing their sweat into your senses, the glistening juices, and yada yada yada. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at, Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So, why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? Suck 'em. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in a bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your head and the nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, your gums, your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those too. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Again, that didn't sound right. No, let's do it. Let's give him that gut punch real nice. Five, 1, and you know what? Since he's such a man, all aged and mixed. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours though. I had a couple of extras in his actually. So, where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it's a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice to meet you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. That's what he said last time. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy, right? I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you called him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just so good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough, that guy tires the hell out of me. Someone in a good mood? Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. A bad touch for Alma. And 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should give her a big bad touch. I'm thinking we should give her a big bad touch. It's all on the rocks and mix. Here, Jill, you have such a pretty sense of humor, or a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of the parking lot. And on top of it all off, she forgot to even bring her kids. She forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judges assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So, she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the Yanks would make her jump into the highway. Oh gosh. So, Eva comes and says, then make sure it kills you, because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept in the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that, I mean the age difference and all, but there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she says she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admire her as much as a kid can admire someone, you know? Little by little, the admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead's ex-sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. A Brantini. Brantini. And we got a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. A 4. And a 1, 2, 3. And a 1. And we age it, and we get a little mixing. There we go. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Ooh. Oh. Hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity, and not long after that, she just distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look up right now are those Boobies. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Oh my gosh. Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in her high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled away. Hey Joe, I can lift your sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Ah, peace out. I know the girl is you and the sister is your older sister. Please get to the point. Right. Point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Beer. Uh-huh. And a 1, and a 1, 2. And 1, 1, 2. And it's all just mixed. Here you go. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. Duts. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both big and little sisters, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go to my break. Alright. Wow, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. It's now safe to keep playing. It's less chilly today. Jill, the kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. I like this. I like what's going on here design-wise. I like this. I like what's going on here design-wise. Phew. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, I thought it was for her. Thank me. Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. Nuts. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And, well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that she'd be a waste to spend money in the university just for me to not give it all my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that it was free to explore. I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I'd just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Jonah, is your friend a kid? She looks like your friend, but your friend's a kid? Jonah, stay away from the lollies. Jonah, as your friend, I'm advising you. Keep the lollies at arm's reach. Or, less more than arm's reach. Stay away. Don't worry about it. I'll leave you before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane for Jill. And we get a 1 and a 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Da-da-da-da-da, and all blended. Thanks. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character, don't I? What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. I'm curious where this is going. Is all this meta talk? Is this for something? Is this something going to happen? Are we about to find something interesting? Is there more to this than meets the eye? Yeah. Just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. A beer. One beer. We have a one. It's weird how beers are like the most complicated drink here. Or not the most complicated, but it's a lot more complicated than I expect a beer to be, you know? And all mixed up, and here you go. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. Oh. I don't like it. Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Nope. Okay. That freaks me out. I'll be it. I don't know it. I don't like it. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Ow! I bit my tongue. Guts. It's like she changed the whole border here into something else. It was like small. It didn't really matter, but just something like I was not expecting it, and it kind of freaked me for a second. Like, I don't know. Just like, I hate change. I can't believe I'm using a spare tongue so early in the night. Ahem. Honey. Hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. You can get drinks on the go? How forward thinking. 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you know, since it's on the go, probably shouldn't get any of the liquors. Let's age and mix it. Hey, look at that. Fluffy. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be there. Dots. Well, I've got things to do, so you do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell is Becky? Who's Becky? That's what I'm asking. What? You said... I said nothing. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at the risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask you a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves though. Sorry. What'd you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like cats, but the word boomer seems out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who are called such. Oh? Let's go back a bit first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still in the fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki-Rimanova treatment, or was it the Romakawa-Yamadata treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention, Zaitsubo's corpse record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Strangovich. Was it Strangovich? Let's call him Strangovich for now. He's a businessman who He was a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with an early man-machine rejection. Strungovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Strungovich, didn't die. She became a living testament of the scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through the treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born, and their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with these cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind that I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you to say someone got protrusions because of the catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Strungovich. Eh? I just remembered Sylvia Strungovich was around my age, and when I was a teen there were some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Ooh. But she's not a man. Now I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Alright, all booze and no firecrackers makes Dana a dull girl. Oh, we're gonna cut it close, but I think we can make it. 10,000, what is doing the 30th days? Oh, no, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna get kicked. Oh no, we're gonna get a bad end. It's a damn shame, damn shame. Just thinking a lot about Kira Miki. Buying one of the posters will prevent her from getting to. Well, we're already not gonna make it, so might as well, how much is it? 300? Why not? Alright, have a very nice day. It's a bit depressing, you know? And the thing about visual novels is you have to go through the whole thing again. I don't wanna, at least not on stream, I don't wanna go through all that again. So I guess we'll be stuck with the bad ending for now. Surviving Glitch City. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecation thread. Don't trust in the White Knights and don't go out after 5 PM unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Being a portable chair everywhere. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour, lol. Get used to eat what you find. Storages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole in somewhere? Yeah, I just PM you a good dealer. What a nice guy. Time for the augmented eye. BTC closes 40% of its bars in Glitch City. By Lon Smithy. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in the Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and the weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. By Lon Smithy. I like to say that we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so as long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. That's terrible. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers a little company. By Lon Smithy. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae. Really? A 17-year-old student agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Alright, well, let's get to work then. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designated you, Gillian Applegate, as officially guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Japan has a law against socks and sandals? Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill. If it means not being delivery girl, then I'm happy to fake helplessness. Sigh, fine, give me the list. I'll be back sometime. Oh, John, what do you think? I don't know if this is a good time to ask or anything, but if I do get a bad end in this, do you think I should replay this on stream, or do you think we should move on to something else for Mellow Mondays now that I've brought it back? Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil had a crush? What? Is it with a man? Oh, no, it's a girl. A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards, and I'm not going to let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it? That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. That's for me. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Gil, with a crush, huh? This place. Great. Oh, if it isn't Kira Miki. What would it take to get the ending? I'm not sure. It's taken this many to get here, so probably that twice. I think we're close to the end. I mean, I don't mind. It's just, I don't know if you'd want. I mean, there's also other games in the series that I could play too. I just didn't know if. I don't know. I just don't know how to deal with these visual novel things. Getting a bad ending, if that's worth replaying. I'm just trying to get opinions. Hey Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door is open. Go ahead, the door's to the left. Thanks. Richie, hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Oh god. Now where did she go? Oh, the hell hole Perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh. He remembered me after 2 weeks. I think his usual is just a beer. A beer. Here. Sure, good enough. Oh no, is that not it? Oh, I bet it was a big beer. Damn it. The paper's been a mess lately. Think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know that the infamy of the augmented eye is the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course, I know. Oh, you would say that, Jonah. You would put the pressure on me to do things from my channel. How could you? Why do I have to make all the decisions for my life? Then why not try and rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in a non-pleasant way. Zaitsubo Corp is a company, and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once, and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice, and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out this week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of the drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certifications but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlets talks about that. Alright kid, let's try a moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I had to take a break from the routine from time to time. 1 moonblast. So many blasts. 1, babe, and a 6, and a 1, 1, 1, 2. All on the rocks and blended. I'll think about it. This is a really chill game though, so I might come back to it. I might take a break from this game and just switch to something else, then later come back to it. Because there is a, what is it, like 2046 random access memory or something? That's like the same, I think it's the same kind, it's from the same company. Here. Donovan. Oh, now let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what brought you in here? Oh, right, didn't you see Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits? She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Okay. Alright. Dots. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Like, stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. But she's not a man. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. Wow, sir, you need to calm. This man needs to meet Mario. I think they'd get along just fine. Actually, I think they'd hate each other with their, preferences, but it's a lot of randy folk coming in here. I want to know just how detailed those king-class Chia models are personally. And so you followed her. I have yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, I don't have a don't you have family or something? a wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. Nuts. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Nuts. Hey, after you've done glaring, please serve me a pile driver, right? Let's just get him a pile driver. Literally. And a poo, and a pile driver. And a 1, 2, 3. And it's all mixed. Hey, look at that. There we go. I don't know if he'll be able to cross just Mario. He's a man's man. He's a manly man's man. I don't know if a manly man will dress as a woman when he's trying to be a manly man. Or even for a man. But we'll see. We'll find out next time. Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. That's the guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Donna. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Something sweet. Oh, a sparkle star. Perfect for the sparkly star. With huge tits. Let's make her a big star. All aged and mixed. Here. Thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Am I Donovan now? I mean, I can be. I can't appreciate a star for her hot TNA, but Say is my girl in this game. I like that. It's weird to me, just on a personal level, that how her face is, and her, like, she has like the gray arms, but her face is the porcelain white thing. It just kind of feels off to me. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyway. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been a resident with my producer for a while now. Aww. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where playing is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. See? You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when you were talking about, when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well, like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Tea like, if I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. Oh, do we have bottled drinks? No. We have rum. Girly. Alright, let's go by bitter. Maybe some bitter. Bitter and girly. We'll go with that. I should have got tea. Alright, so we got the 1 and the 2 and the 1, 2. and 1. Yes, get this tip, and all on the rocks and blended. Perfection. Here. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King Class Chia, right? Mm-hmm, that I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and the DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-0D1Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice simulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Huh, I see. So, anything new for the concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. So, you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really. Susie, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. So they took the opposite route, by becoming cool beauties with the melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first. Hey! Oh, I already got you a Sparkle Star, but hey, we'll get you another one. Hang on, since I've boozed you up so much, we'll leave it small for now. We'll leave it. We'll let you get a little loose, a little tiny bit loose. Okay, maybe a little more loose. That's fine. Here, sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Save. Day 17. Potentially the last day. I don't know how this is going to work because I'm not going to have that. Unless somehow I make 4,000 smackaroonies in one night. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Get ready. Alright then. Dots. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. A Bleeding Jane for Stella. Yes. One Bleeding Jane with 1. And a 1, 2, 3. And a 1, 2, 3. And it's all blended up. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped in to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Gil is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? Dots. He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone's paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I've heard that, or read that somewhere. But I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how's it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events of the bank... After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move, so between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going off on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around, but the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on the race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, every single piece of armor fetched a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from the research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, the whole new field ripe with patents just opened for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, I can see how. There is a one weird case though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique. The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit armor are heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. And what? That's him. They looked really gaudy. Henshin heroes are like the Power Rangers. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It helps to put up a front that makes people lower their guard. They should sound familiar to you. That should sound familiar to you. True. Dots. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces, but regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent, but they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over a tremendous, tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with the theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonetization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front for that whatever council behind Zatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So, what were you saying? Is the Glitz City's basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, Hen what? Ahem. Can I get a Brandtini here, please? Sure. Let's give her a Brandtini. Oh. And one. And we get it aged and mixed up. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Ahem, sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And last time she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such a backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, you may think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Huh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insists that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like a good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and all that? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. A classic. Another Bling Jane. Here's some frothy water, why not? All aged and mixed. Here you go. Here. Thank you. I think you should know about this. About what? Say, told me about your eye. That? Oh yeah, I know. You did? Say told me. It's alright, don't worry. Still, that was quite the, I mean, damn. We all have our own share of painful stories. I might be just as shocked hearing something from you. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it starts hurting. The tech and the replacement is good enough, but remembering it hurts a bit. Oh. Still, she also told you about that Verliego guy, didn't she? Oh, you know him? Verliego Amandio didn't net any results, but after digging deeper, we found another name. Timothy Mercury. Branded traitor at... Okay. After killing a fellow white knight, declared MIA. Seems like the guy knew how to hide himself. What are you going to do? At the very least, seek him to thank him. It's the least I can do. Oh, wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack into it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? That Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. Patent would be in the database and that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So, the ones who are upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done something we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Anyways, always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. No, hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First, the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Dots. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone once gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Dots. You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender. I did not. So, you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with the big cobalt velvet. Sure, a big cobalt velvet. Alma. We get the 1 and the 2 and the 1, 2, and we get 6, and then we just stuff the rest of it with juicy juice. We get it on the rocks and mixed, and voila, here you go. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet a great change. Thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an intern school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. That's Jill. I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that all have stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill, relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? God, no. I gave up on the whole cult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... Oh no, I like that way you looked. All dressed up in black with the rare accessory popping out. Thanks to the colors. Rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So, you have a pick? Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why did you do this to me? Why do you dig these sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Danya thing. So I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to that page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? That's... Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. So never underestimate the length old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. Ouch. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults, sigh. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why 69? It was supposed to be like 6'9", not 69, like a reference to both Lovers and the Hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush, sure. A sugar rush. Are they trendy now or something? Oh, the pain. I feel your pain, Jill. I too wrote an essay about the auras. Get the loose lips, and it's all mixed up, and it's fine. Here, this is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I've described as such that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit and before you know it... Anyways. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. he was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well, and we had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. As much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I just had to break up with him. Thus. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure. Let's get simple with the beer. And go 1. And will you? Wait, okay, wait. Yeah, 2. Yeah. I'll mix it up. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question, and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that vlog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? That's... Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. And as such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation then. I'll gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh? There's other utilities, like how I can interface with my devices. For example, there's a teeny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like a computer cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments, but as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident in the highway. One of the victims was a young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get natural replacements. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it would pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her to pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about the comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry, it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about it. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Eh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance, and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Dots. Hey Alma, this might be weird, tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although, there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposes a scenario where nanomachines clustered would leave the body after death, and then act like a collection of timeline through the residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image done like a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave you then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that. It seems... You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Yeah? Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through a good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as an unique form of an unique form of theater. That sounds weird to me. Like, I get it's grammatically correct, but I guess I always say a unique. Am I a bumpkin? Oh no. An unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So, now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh. Oh well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy. Ah! Nuts. 8th grade what? Hey, no fuck-ups. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? Ah, so close, but so far. Your rent contract is now invalid. Please vacate by February or discuss renewal with your landlord. You couldn't pay your rent. This will distract her at work. Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. I am but a sad Jill now. Now I'm at the classic dilemma of it's kind of late, but we have at least 2 more days left. Yeah, I gotta work in the morning. Where's a coin? I'll just flip a coin. 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 Heads I stay, tails I sleep. Oh. That's it for tonight then. Thanks for coming, Jonah. Hope you had a good time. Should I be able to make it for another Mellow Monday next week? I think that'll probably be the end. So, for the finale, not finale of the bad ending, or I don't know if, honestly I don't know if it's a bad ending. I thought we'd get kicked out like immediately. But we'll see. Or I forget. That would be bad if all that progress went away. Yeah. Night all. Have a good day.